The gut, also known as the digestive system, plays a vital role in nearly every single process of the human mind and body. Yet, we live in a world where education around gut health is very minimal, and what is out there has it all wrong. Many popular approaches to gut health, such as elimination diets, other restrictive diets, juice cleanses, fast, and intense supplement protocols such as parasite cleanses, do much more harm than good. In today's video, I will provide a concise overview of the digestive system and what occurs when it is not functioning properly, as well as 5 easy tips that you can start today to support your gut health. And why it is important to start taking care of your gut health is not just so you don't feel bloated, gassy, and fatigued all the time, which obviously we don't want you to feel that way, but it is also to support your brain, your metabolism, yes, you guessed it, your hormones, and just the entire organism that you are. And I will also include a gut health tip that you may have never heard of before. And for those of you new here, hello, my name is Maddie Miles. I am a board-certified clinical herbalist, integrative health practitioner, and I specialize in women's health. This channel was created so that I could create and share educational and empowering content to support women with their hormone, reproductive, and overall health naturally. So if this is interesting to you, I highly recommend hitting subscribe so that you can stay up to date. So, what is the gut? Many people say, support your gut health, or my gut feels off. Gut, 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 gut. Well, the gut is another name for the digestive system or the gastrointestinal tract. And it is responsible for many functions, including but not limited to digestion, nutrient absorption, hormone production, and hormone metabolism. In fact, more than 30 hormone genes are known to be released from neuroendocrine cells in the gut, making the gut the largest hormone-producing organ. The digestive system is comprised of these 5 main organs: the liver, the stomach, also known as the duodenum, the small intestine, also known as the small bowel, the colon, also known as the large intestine and large bowel, and the rectum. Another incredible fact about the gut is that within the gut microbiome, there is a microbiome known as the estrobolome, and the estrobolome is tasked specifically with regulating estrogen levels. Which brings me to a little side note, and please be patient with me. I promise I will not get too nerdy on you. But estrogen, once estrogen has done her job, she is then sent to the liver, where estrogen is converted into estrogen metabolites, and then is sent to the intestines to either be reabsorbed or excreted from the body. In order for this process to happen and to happen successfully, we need to make sure that not only do we have healthy intestines and healthy flora within our intestines, but we also need to make sure that the health of our entire digestive system is optimal, including our mouth to our liver and our gallbladder and our pancreas into our entire intestinal tract. And when our gut health is struggling, well, it can lead to many issues such as estrogen dominance, hormone and fertility issues, breast tenderness, acne, mood swings, depressed mood, anxiety, sleep disturbances, weight gain, brain fog, and more. So, given just how important gut health is and the health of our entire digestive system, here are 5 easy ways that you can start supporting your digestive system health today. Number 1 is sleep. Sleep and our gut health have a bi-directional relationship, meaning if your sleep is good, this will have a positive impact on your gut. And if your gut is healthy, well, then this will have a positive impact on your sleep, and vice versa. So if one is struggling, well, more often than not, the other is struggling as well. Poor sleep increases not only gut inflammation, but also systemic inflammation and negatively impacts our hormones, including but not limited to our hunger hormones such as ghrelin and leptin, which is why the day after a night of little or poor sleep, your hunger cues may be different than normal. So this is why it is very important to have a healthy nighttime routine that helps you to wind down, reduce cortisol so that you can start producing melatonin, and to just make sure that you sleep long and that you sleep deeply. I do already have a podcast episode on Apple and on Spotify all about my top sleep tips, and I will post a YouTube video on this topic very soon. But if you can't wait, I definitely recommend listening to that podcast episode, and I will link it up in the description of this YouTube video. Okay, so we just talked about number 1, which is promoting sleep and healthy, deep quality sleep. Number 2 is stress reduction and stress modulation. Stress alters gut motility, therefore making the gut lining more permeable and therefore increasing inflammation in the gut and negatively impacting the gut microbiome. For this reason and many other reasons, including increased oxidation and increased aging, it is very, very important that we work on reducing and or modulating our stress levels. 2 of my top favorite herbs to support in reducing cortisol and reducing stress and anxiety are passion flower and ashwagandha, both of which are actually in my sleepy formula, which is for nervous system health and to repair your nervous system while you're sleeping. And for those of you curious about ashwagandha, I do have an entire podcast and YouTube video all about ashwagandha. Number 3 is to eat real food that nourishes your gut flora and to leave out the processed foods which negatively impact our gut microbiome. We know from the research and perhaps from personal experience as well that eating processed foods for as little as 10 to 14 days has been shown to decrease our gut microbiome diversity by up to 40%. So instead, I recommend nourishing your gut with real wholesome foods, preferably local if possible, and always organic as well. And making sure to eat fibrous fruits and vegetables will also really support your gut microbiome, as well as, of course, high quality, complete protein, healthy fats, and both pre and probiotic rich foods. Side note, lignans are a type of plant chemical constituent and plant fiber that when consumed, the estrobolome microbiome in the gut actually converts these lignans into phytoestrogens, therefore helping us to modulate our estrogen levels. These can be found in leafy greens like kale, as well as lentils, chickpeas, and flax seeds. Number 4 are herbal bitters. So herbal bitters have been used for millennia and for all of the right reasons. We could talk about the benefits of herbal bitters and various bitter herbs for hours and hours and hours because each bitter herb is unique and carries its own unique health benefits. But let's focus on digestion and specifically gut and digestive health with bitters. So bitters not only supports you pre-meals in order to produce digestive juices such as bile so that you can actually break down the food that you're eating and assimilate the nutrients so that these nutrients can actually nourish the cells of your body and therefore you have healthy organs, tissues, and all of the processes going on within your body every single millisecond to keep you alive are not just working, but they're also thriving. Bitters also are hepatic herbs, meaning that they relate to the liver and they support your liver health as well as your kidneys and your gallbladder and just your entire digestive tract. They are so beneficial and again have been used for so long, for thousands of years. So if you want to try bitters, I also have a bitters formula. Again, this supports liver detoxification, kidney health. This supports the gut flora and microbiome, and supports digestion. So it's a great thing to take before meals as well as on an empty stomach to support your liver and your entire digestive system, and most specifically, detoxification. Alrighty, number 5. This is my last tip. I wanted to just include a really short, concise list for you all and not overwhelm you. So we're keeping it to 5. These are all easy things, most of which you can start right here, right now, such as the stress reduction and promoting good sleep tonight. And the supplements and the herbs you can order and get really, really quickly. So my last tip for today's episode, also side note, if you're interested in more discussions on gut health, then please let me know your specific questions in the comments and I will make sure to make a video all about it. So number 5 is mastic gum. Mastic gum is an herbal resin that comes from the mastiha tree, which is, side note, in the same family as the pistachio tree, which is amazing, and is cultivated primarily in Chios, Greece. Mastic gum has been used since Greek antiquity, so this is another highly revered herb that has been around for thousands of years and has been used predominantly for gut and oral health, which we know the oral microbiome and the gut microbiome are one and the same. They are connected to one another. And while I do have an entire episode dedicated to mastic gum as well as a mastic chewing gum myself, I do want to summarize a few key benefits of mastic gum. It is a powerful anti-inflammatory, anti-cancerous, antimicrobial, improves digestion, and also supports the gut microbiome. I recommend experimenting with this wonderful herbal product. You can chew the gum after meals to support the freshness of your breath and to clean your teeth and to support your oral microbiome, which again will support your gut microbiome. And because it is 10 times stronger than the average gum, it will also strengthen your jaw and give you a beautiful toned jaw. But you can also work with this plant by taking it in a capsule form, and you can take anywhere from 400 to 1,000 milligrams a day. The higher end of that is definitely for those struggling with H. pylori, and they're using mastic gum as a part of a larger herbal protocol. But if you just want to support your gut health, well then you may experiment on the lower end of that dosing and taking it and seeing how you feel and how your skin looks afterwards and your hair and your nails, because all of these things and more are connected to the health of our gut, also known as our digestive system. Well, that is all that I have for today, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you leave this episode understanding, number 1, what is the gut and the digestive system, since there is so much talk about it in the world of social media, as well as what happens when your gut is not functioning properly, which, short answer, a lot happens when it's not functioning properly, as well as these 5 easy, 100% natural and low risk ways to start supporting your gut today. If you enjoyed this video, chances are you'll probably enjoy my other videos that I've already created. So if you haven't yet, I definitely recommend continuing to go watch my educational content. And if you're already caught up, well then, I guess I'll see you next week. Thank you so much. Until next time, peace, love, hormones.